just do this thing? There.
Yep.
I haven't really practiced what I'm supposed to do these slides.
That's good. So start and go. If you feel comfortable and want to try to get up, you totally can. If you're cool starting to get there, you're good. Oh, he's doing the
I have to cough in between. I'm really sorry. I'm still like kind of sick. So.
Okay.
Okay. It is well known and scientifically proven that time with a gentle, friendly animal can have extreme benefits. Nowadays, animal-assisted therapy, or AAT, is a great way for people to improve their cognitive functions, mental and physical health, and overall well-being. So exactly what is animal-assisted therapy? AAT is a method of therapy used to improve a patient's social, emotional, or cognitive functioning. Advocates state that animals can be useful for educational and motivation for patients. Using animals when working with patients can lower blood pressure, improve cardiovascular health, release endorphins in the brain that increase happiness, and diminish the feeling of physical pain. Animals can also have a tremendous benefit on mental health and emotional well-being. Being in the presence of an animal can help lessen the feelings of self-consciousness, provide a more comfortable environment, lessen feelings of depression and boredom, and decrease anxiety and reduce loneliness. In a recent study with around 100 people, 83% of the people said that they had improved in their therapies when animals were present. Only 16% said there was no change, and 1% said it had worsened. Overall, the positive feedback to the animal therapy is overwhelmingly good. So who benefits from animal therapy? Well, almost everyone. Animal therapy is becoming more and more popular every day. Animal-assisted therapy can be used for people with anxiety, depression, autism, people with cancer, diagnosed with a fatal disease, and more. So many people nowadays can benefit from having a friendly furry pet with them at all times. So now I'm going to get into what I did for my senior project. I decided to make my dog Calvin a therapy dog. First, I had to enroll him in some puppy classes at Petco. He didn't do too well and was probably the worst in the class, but he eventually graduated after 10 weeks. He got his puppy class certificate, and I decided to try to take his training to the next level. I then enrolled Calvin into the Good Citizenship dog classes. These classes are the next step in order to become a therapy dog, so he can go into hospitals, nursing homes, and other facilities. In order for Calvin to pass the class, he has to know how to sit and stay for 30 seconds, be in a room without his owners for 3 minutes, greet a stranger, walk through a crowd, display good hygiene, and obey all commands said by the owners. And the training was very stressful at times, and we were not very sure if he was going to pass, but he eventually pulled through and surprised us all. He's still currently enrolled in the class, but will hopefully be passing it next Monday. So for my community connection part, I decided to go to White Rock in Bow. So at White Rock, the residents are not allowed to bring any animals or pets, so I figured bringing Calvin in might help raise the spirits of some of the residents. So Calvin was put into the White Rock daily newspaper, so everyone that wanted to come see him knew where he would be and how to find him. I went in for an hour every Wednesday for about 8 weeks. Some weeks there were not many people, but when the weeks we had about 5 to 7 people. When the residents did decide to come see Calvin, you could tell they were very happy to see an animal on White Rock campus. Calvin met a lot of new friends at White Rock, and I got to interact with many of the residents, which was a really great experience. So overall, this project has benefited me in a lot of ways. I really have pushed myself beyond my comfortable limits. I met a lot of new people and learned a lot about myself as a pet owner. And I'm very proud of Calvin and all his hard work throughout this project, even if he doesn't pass his test on Monday. And this is certificate up there, but he hasn't passed his test on Monday yet, but hopefully he will because we put a lot of time into it. And any questions?
Sounds like it was the stare down.
Oh, I know.
Oh, good news.
How old is Calvin?
He's a year. So he's he's not going to be a therapy dog. He'll be a good citizenship dog, which is kind of the step below that. We want to make him a therapy dog, but it takes years.
Yeah.
So hopefully by this Monday, he'll have his good citizenship thing, so he can go to nursing homes and some hospitals.
Yes, you are such a good citizen.
Yeah.
But he's just a really good dog, and he really likes to like climb on people's laps and just like be around people. So we figured this would be really good. And I really want to do this for our project. So it's like, well,